Okay, boys and girls, for our art center today, there are a few things that you are going to need. You are going to need 2 sheets of white paper. If you have cardstock, ask your mom and dad, that's great. If you don't worry about it, just use the paper you have. 2 sheets of white paper, your black crayon, your watercolors, and a paintbrush. And we're going to do a picture of a beautiful spring bird's nest since it is now officially spring. First thing we're going to do is the background. Now watch what I do. I'm going to make a bunch of leaves here, just random leaves. I'm going to press down so it's very black. I'm going to make one, see, so it's like a shallow C shape, and then another. I want to make them big enough that I can color them in, and I'm just going to put them all over the paper. Do not make them little and teeny. These are big, beautiful leaves. Okay. Once you're finished with that, you're going to need your watercolors. We're going to paint all the leaves green, and we're going to paint the background blue. So get your brush wet, and let's go. Okay, boys and girls, this background is sort of big to paint the whole thing blue. So we are just going to put little teeny blue shapes in the background. It's like I'm making little C's. If you want to do a different shape, of course you can. Maybe you want to do some squiggles. Maybe you want to do some polka dots. You can do whatever you want. We're just going to put a lot of different shapes in our background. Have you put a lot of blue shapes in there? Now let's put some green shapes back there. Okay. Have you filled your background with pretty shapes? Now it's time to let that dry. I'm going to set it over here to the side while we work on the next part of our picture, the nest. You're going to need your other sheet of paper. Okay. Now we're going to start in the top center. Try to draw a big circle. Watch how I do this. I'm going to go around and then around. Okay. In the center, I'm going to draw my bird eggs. Those are ovals. I don't want them to be too tiny. Maybe I want it to be a big bird that lives here. I'm going to draw 3 eggs in my bird's nest. Okay. Now I'm going to take my black crayon and I'm going to make lines, straight lines, going around. Because aren't birds' nests made out of sticks and twigs? I've used my black. I think I'm going to use, I didn't say to do this, but I'm going to use my yellow too. Okay. Now I want spotted bird's eggs. I'm going to draw. Make sure you press down. Little spots on my eggs. I want yellow spots. Okay. It should look like this when you're done. Now it is time to color your nest. You're going to paint the nest brown. Get your brown paint. And look, it will not sink in where you've used your crayon. Isn't that cool? I want you to fill in the whole nest. When we get to the eggs, let's do this. Paint a line around your egg. Okay, let's paint a line around this egg. And a line around this egg. And carefully paint in between your eggs too. Okay. Then let's fill in the rest of the nest. Okay, boys and girls, there's my nest. Now I'm going to paint my eggs. I think I'm going to paint my eggs. I have a pretty, let's see, a pretty light blue. I'm going to paint them. You can paint yours blue also if you want. Here, I'll use a blue that looks more like your blue. Why couldn't they be different colors? I'm going to paint one blue. I'm going to paint one red. I'm going to paint one, what color? I have a sort of a pink. Do you have a pink color in your brush? If not, you just choose the color you want to use. Still a reddy pink. Okay. There we go. Now you need to let that dry. Is your bird's nest dry? Good. I realized I didn't tell you really everything you were going to need. I forgot to mention scissors and glue, but you can get your pencil box and get those out. Now, a bird's nest is not really perfectly round, is it? It's a little jaggedy on the edges because the way the sticks and things stick out of it, because birds fly around and get little sticks and twigs, pieces of fluff and string to make their nest. So usually we try to cut very carefully on the line. This time, I am not going to cut carefully. I'm making it very jagged, but I don't want to have any white. Look at that. There's my jaggedy nest. We are almost done. All right, and here's my pretty background. Let me get my glue stick. I'm going to put glue on the back. Remember, boys and girls, if I just put glue on the middle, is it going to stick down? No. You have to put it around the edge. And then I'm going to put my bird's nest in the leaves from my tree. And there you have. Press it down. Okay. Your pretty spring bird's nest. If you decide to do this, I want you to send me pictures of it. I hope it turns out pretty. You can always split it up and do just the background, the leaves, and the little marks one day and do the nest the next day, or you can sit down and do it all in one day. But I know yours is going to be beautiful, and I hope you will do it. All right. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Talk to you later.